What's up, people? Can you guys see me? Yes, you can see me. What's going on? How's it going? I know I had like one person there, and then my mod left. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Undead? How's it going? How's your streams been going? I see them post like you're always getting on like right as I have to take take my kids to school or something of that nature. There's always always something. I always miss your streams. So trying something a little different. I have a different. I finally have my board set up. So I'm like a real artist now. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get nothing but sad pains and all kinds of stuff like that because I haven't really done this. And normally I just draw straight down. So this is gonna be interesting. But I don't know if that means that you guys can see better, or if my head doesn't get in the way. I forgot to turn it down. You're right. There you go. Thanks. I do forget that sometimes. More often than I would like to. So how have you been? Haven't really talked to you in a while. How are things going? Like, and our super mod left, like, as soon as the stream started. He was all like, I gotta bounce, I gotta clean my 3D stuff. Busy. That's good, right? Oh, you dropped something. Hopefully it wasn't important. Ah, yes, the spinners. They're back. It's like they never left. I'd rather be busy with Twitch streams. Yeah, that's fair. Turns out to be extremely important. Yeah. It wasn't. It's just from Fidget Spinner. It's weird what my kids get back into when they get back into it. I don't think anyone... Well, that's not fair. Sarge got back into it when he realized he can make money at conventions with it.
And unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Undead, thank you so very much for that. Bazul, like, what are we doing? Who subscribed? You gifted a sub. Thank you for gifting a sub, man. Holy
The
moly.
Ninja Empire's
What? There's another one. What is happening?
dominant and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Single Digit, thank you so very much for that sub. 25 months. 25 months. And thank you, Undead, for that gifted sub to Vizul, who shows up every now and then. Thank you so very much. You guys are awesome sauce. To me last weekend when I lost my laptop. Oh no! Placed it back in charging. Oh, well, that's good. It's like, oh, that you don't want to lose that. That's for sure.
The Ninja Empire.
What is happening? Stop it!
Dominant and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Undead, man, you are killing me today. Thank you so much for that sub, for the cheers. Holy moly. So much so that we had to put the headband on. The hype train is close. Alright, there we go. Make sure it's on my head. Ninja Empire, here we go. Right, no, there we go. Alright. Whew. There we go. Sweetness. Thank you so very much, man. It means so much. Support. We are getting there, man. All this does is really makes me want to keep drawing. Because, you know, the last time we were together, I was able to ink and finish the flats. So, you know, and I can tell you that it has been ages since I've actually completed any type of comic book page myself, you know, like for me, you know, so I can only assume that with the added support that you guys are giving me is really what's fueling me to want to complete this, right? Like so much so that just recently I had finished a set of Enter the Spider-Verse with Marvel, and I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And so I'm pretty much done doing those cards, at least for them. So it's all because of you guys, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hype train! Let's go! Let's see, what do we got? How have you been? I've been good. Where were you yesterday, man? I was sick. That's where I was. I was in bed. I'm still a little congested. I don't really know if you guys can hear it, but you know, so I was not feeling it. And I thought about it too. I was like, man, I guess I could do it. I could stream, but man, I was sniffling and coughing, and it just would have been bad all the way around. I figured this was better, was to just go ahead and get like a day's rest, you know, and try and be better. So that's what I did. I took the day for some self-care. Watching this? No, not at all. I keep thinking about that movie and how I really want to write like a horror story. You know, like, how do you do that? How can you, I mean, they had all the elements there, right? But how do you go about doing it so that it leaves everyone's imagination open, right? and then you never, the important thing is that you never know. You can only think, right? You're like, man, I wonder, could that have possibly been? And you're like, I don't know, because we didn't tell you, right? I don't know. It'll be cool. I know, but I've been trying to tweak it, right? Because if everyone already knows who the bad guy is, that takes away from the mystery, right? But if you leave it, right? If you leave it open so that nobody knows what's going on, and it just stuff keeps happening, right? And you can throw hints and stuff and be like, hey, maybe if you're paying attention, you'll figure it out. But I think the biggest mistake that Jeepers Creepers made was that they showed us the monster in the end, right? And you're like, oh man. And the creature itself was not nearly as cool as what was in my head. Who did it and why? Man, I haven't watched an episode of Columbo in Lord knows how long, so I don't even know how those start anymore. But see, Columbo was a series. Right. Yes, they were. And that's key, right? I think that the Whispers is one of the key points, for any of the survivors, or not necessarily survivors, but maybe someone was watching or something like that, anything, and they're all traumatized, right? They're traumatized by the whole situation, and it's like the whispers. I keep hearing the whispers, and you just keep bringing that up, and then as your detective gets closer and closer to what they start hearing the whispers too, because they're telling them to either go away or drop it, or we're gonna come after your family, or I don't know. But that'd be cool if we get better. Oh, I'm already doing a lot better. Thanks, Undead. Like, I really just needed a good day's rest, right? Just kind of slept it off, which is good. Because I felt real bad. Not necessarily, I was like, oh man, I'm letting my stream down. It was, I really want to be able to do these pages, right? Because I feel like I'm so close. Because I have a deadline for AwesomeCon, right? Or I have a goal for AwesomeCon. AwesomeCon is at the beginning of June, which is still far enough away, but I also want to give enough time to get it printed. So in order to get it printed, we got to make sure that there's enough time, because I don't know, I want to use a new printer, and I have no idea how long it takes with them. So trying to make sure that I have plenty of lead time. Do you want to see a paragraph? Sure. What kind of book are you writing? Oh, and I can tell you guys that next week Sunday I won't be here. I will be in Kansas City at Planet City Comic Con.
With me.
Nope. Not this time, kiddo. Yes, I know that you kind of worked something out with the boss, so, but absolutely. There is. Oh my goodness. We're gonna see one of the endangered JRs. It's gonna be awesome. Enjoyed hanging out with DC in the community on Friday and Saturday. I did. What's up, Dohan? What's going on? I did. It was fun, and oh my goodness, seeing all those breaks and stuff, it was exciting. Like, oh my goodness, there's some great stuff that they put out. Great stuff. I know. Exclusive JR. So this is what I'm currently working on. So, comic page. Breaking the fourth wall journal about how man survives the zombie apocalypse. Oh, nice. That should be lots of fun. So as always, I missed you guys on the weekend. So how was your guys' weekend? You guys do anything fun? Do I get to live vicariously through you guys since, I was at home being sick? Oh yeah? Where can I post it in Discord? Anywhere. In the art chat. You can post it in the art chat. Alright, Dohan, what were in your opinion, which were the best sketch cards in the Versus break? Very curious to see which ones you thought were the best. Because, I have my favorites, of course. Oops. Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow? Yes. Oh, okay, good. Good. I'm glad we were on the same page. Those are my absolute favorite ones. And those were believe it or not, those are the first ones that I did. Like when DC and Doug asked me to be part of the set, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do all these things. I was like, what do you guys want? And they were mentioning the typical, like, oh, Captain America and the Red Skull and Doctor Doom and So they were mentioning all those. I'm like, oh, okay, so just normal rivalries. And I was like, sweet, Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. And of course, those are the first ones I drew. And it definitely set the tone for me, right? It set the tone for me as far as what I wanted to draw and stuff like that. And it was just great after that, you know? So I'm really glad you like that. I'm really glad you like those. You're a Joe fan. That's my childhood. Your Colossus was fantastic. Oh, thank you. All right, so I did. If I can find it. There we go. So I did a thing called GI January. I did a thing called GI January, and I was doing it in my sketchbook, which I now regret and wish I did it in separate papers, but you know, whatever. Like the movie ever, okay. But anyway, you might get a kick out of this. I didn't get all the way through, but so there's good old Snake Eyes, which is surprising that I started with Snake Eyes. Oh no, because I did the prompt, right? Like I was the one who did the prompt, and I knew that Snake Eyes was gonna get people in, so I drew Snake Eyes, right? Then a little bit of Storm Shadow. I think once I got going, it got better. A little bit of hot sauce. Resolute Cobra Commander, I thought was pretty awesome. Lady J. Destro. Scarlet. Baroness. Jinx. Zartan. Oh, you saw him? Okay. I do wish Gung Ho was in color. It's going to be. I'm gonna get back to it. Like I'm gonna finish this book, so. Cause this one, I have to say though, out of the ones I've drawn so far, Serpentor was my favorite. Like, Serpentor was my absolute favorite. A little bit of the Sarge. Dr. Mindbender. Inked up Quick Kick. Paper. Don't worry. There he is. I will color him. It's already inked, so it's a matter of time. Major Blood. Pages are coming out. Shipwreck. Firefly. Beachhead. The Bat. I'm looking forward to inking that one up. Spirit, I think, came out pretty good too. Crimson Twins. Cheated. Absolutely cheated. And I have a couple more to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I have 6 Joes left to do out of that set. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Chris? Man, I can stay for a while. It's time since. Nice to see you still putting in work. Always, man. How you been, Chris? It's great. Thanks. Thanks. You know, I like G.I. Joe, and it seemed like there are prompts for everything, but did you see what I said? Yeah, you put it in Discord. Yep, you put it in Discord. I saw it. I mean, I haven't seen your paragraph yet, but I'm gonna check it out in just a second. Everyone, if you're part of the Discord, you'll see that Undead had posted his first paragraph of the book he's writing. Alright, let's see. General chat. Oh no. Creatures and zombies. Huh. Interesting. That's kind of funny. You're already at 3 chapters? Nice. Nice. I don't know how I feel about, you know, cat human zombie. That might be a bit much for me. It's good though. I like where it's going. Especially since, like you said, they're talking to us. You know, fourth wall type deal. And it's like, I know you're here, so let's talk about this. And it seems like, did you say it's kind of it seems as though you're trying to add something to the zombie lore by doing, you know, house animal human zombies. So that's kind of cool. So are you just writing it for funsies, or do you plan on publishing it into an actual book? Or what's the plan with the zombie book? I've been good. Graduating this. Oh, great! It's coming along awesome. Thank you. Someday, okay. Oh man, I'm glad you're graduating. That's awesome, Chris. So what's the plan now that you've graduated? Or soon to graduate? What happens next? That's the big money question. What happens next? Oh man, single digits starting the battle royale. I guess Miss Ebony got mad at me and was like, you didn't want to come in on the weekend. Or she's over with her DJ friend. No! Run, don't stop. Don't stop, get the health packs, don't stop. No, the wrong person got it, no. Rigged. How dare you? Cheater! fair and square nothing. See, even Skip thought it was new thought and knew you were wrong. You rigged that. Should be ashamed of yourself. Like that was legit. Nah. You say so. Like if you say so, I guess we have to believe you. I guess. And look at me, man. I'm starting to get freaking professional. Look at that. I'm drawing from one side to the other. What is happening? And I'm still using my protective paper, even though, like, why? There's no need. Miss Ebony! That's from YouTube. He did not win fair and square. Cheated. I saw it. Now, there's a good possibility I'm just salty because he took it from me. You know what I mean? Kind of stole that. So that might have been the reason. A tall glass of haterade? Maybe. It is a possibility, but I really doubt it. To an artist in residency as well as some illustration jobs. I'm also going to be entering my work in an exhibition in Virginia Beach Art Center. All right, Chris, look at you. Doesn't matter how much you shrink me. It doesn't matter. You will never be able to silence me. So, whatever, man. Eh. Hey, View, what's up? Thumbs up and share it. Oh, thank you. Thank you so very much. You know, just trying. Had to come back and make it because I missed Sunday because I was down and out. Kids got me sick, so figured a good night's rest and some NyQuil hopefully would help, and I think it did. I mean, like I said, I can still tell that I'm congested, obviously. Obviously I can tell. But you know, I feel way better than I did yesterday. So how are you doing, Miss Ebony? Was worried about you. Don't step on him. Mentally exhausted. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry to hear that. The work got you stressed out? We need none of that. I guess soon. Some sort of collab and they're excited. Nice! Oh, heck yeah. I'm super excited. You let me know. I'm there. Let's do it. Bam! Caps do have a break. Salespeople, I know, right? Let's go to some point. Nice, yes, you should. I'd love to see what you're doing. Hope to do it very professional. You will get some subbies. I will not fight you on that. Like I said, just let me know. Let me know what we're doing and when you need it by, and we will get it done. Oh. Point him out. Single digit up here ready to break people's kneecaps and stuff. Oh, nice. That is nice. So, View, when do you go live? Would love to catch one of your streams one day. Or do you not do live? I don't know. No.
The Ninja Empire is free, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
AG, thank you so very much for that sub. That is 11 months. 11 months. Holy crap, man. Thank you so very much. And what does it say? You got a commission? Oh, what? Okay. Let's go. Let's go. I come up with some suggestions. Personality. Let me color something. Nice. I do it whenever. Okay. Live today for about 2 hours. It doesn't tell me. Not been on camera in a minute. Okay. Well, because I subscribed and whatnot, so I didn't. I'm surprised it didn't let me know that you were on. Lets me know when everyone else is on. That's for sure. Or so it seems. Do I know I look? I know that. I know that. It's the point.
And unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Thank you so very much, Miss Ebony. 13 months. 13 months in a row. That is absolutely freaking fantastic. You are amazing. Thank you. Thank you for the support. It means so much. Makes me want to keep going. And I'm like, came back and I wanted to draw. Look at me. I'm drawing. All right, View. We'll talk to you later. Sketching it out in the mirror. Nice. Do I know I look crazy? Of course I do. Like I said, that is the point. The point, Ola. Let me finish this stupid arm. Like, what am I thinking with this? So, Bakia, you still gonna make this arm? Gotta get that cosplay going, you know? Probably for next year. Because I feel, even though, you know, in a cosplay costume, I might be able to look the part, but it's one of those ones that I would know, so I gotta hit the gym a little bit, you know? Hit the gym a little bit, get a little bit bigger. After figurine, okay. Because, like I said, the plan is definitely to come in and be able to be at a convention as the person, you know, walking around having flyers and stuff, and when people are like, can I have a picture? Can I have a picture? Like, yeah, man, here you go. Take the picture and be like, bam, there you go, man. You know, go check me out. I'll be over here. My wife's over there hanging stuff up. All right, so we got the arm done. What? AG, man, thank you so much for those bits. All the love. You guys are crazy. We're trying to push on that hype train again. The hype train is close. That's the second time we've hit it close this time. We're getting there, guys. Hype train. Hand in there. Jump. Oh, people jumping. We need some stars. That's what's happening.
No stars.
Do it. What's up, Soto? No stars. We need the stars, man. What? Thank you for those bits.
Stars.
Stars. Go ahead and do it. The hype train is close. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Hype train. Okay, what? Go away. I don't care about that. I want the hype train. Alright, there we go. Hype train. Let's go. It's something that Twitch has instituted. When you can unlock so much, right? Like when people sub and donate bits and stuff like that, you can unlock the hype train, and the hype train eventually gives everyone who's donated special like emojis and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Oh. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Circle in here. Circle is hype train emotes. There you go. You see the hype train emotes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And we got 48 seconds to try and get on this one. So AG, So Soda, what you doing? AG told us that he's sketching, so you're not working on page 53, AG? I'm just making an assumption that you already finished page 52 because you are a beast. See? Look at that. Absolute monster. Finishing pages left and right. Gesundheit. Let's go! Pieces. Alright, man. I'm just inking now. Ew. Ew. Oh, you said 200. 200 what? 200 what? He giving out $200? Is that what's happening? Dollars? Okay. Good old Kenny must be making all the money. Talking about he can give out $200 for a fan art contest. And this isn't this one isn't for his porn comic, right? Or is it? Nah, man, no, not at all. I'm just saying, you've got the big money. But no, I'm just wondering which one it is. Because depending on, I don't know, I might just do a drawing for him just for ish and giggles, you know? But his proportions are all, well, it's Kenny, so you know his proportions. Like, his proportions are just all over the place. And like, I just feel bad for the women in his world. I think every woman in his comics have back problems. All in the boobs. I know. That's what I'm saying. I think all of his women have back problems. All of them. Keeping yours class. Boobs are best. They are. I mean, don't get me wrong. And yet, I do believe that you can super overdo it for no reason. And, well, I think that's a prime example. Love Kenny to death, but they don't need to be that big. Should I leave the room? No. Just talking about a former student and his misrepresentation of women is known as plot. Shame on you. Everyone loves big plots. Horrible. That rock. We got this rock. And it should be a background. I gotta check my rocks now. He's like, I gotta check my rocks. Make sure all that's right. And so. That's not good. That did not work. We'll make this a bit curved because we need to fan out a little bit. Tra-la-la-la-la. Straight lines, straight lines, straight lines. Gotta love those straight lines. All right, we are an hour in. We're gonna run our 1 minute ad, right? For any newcomers that are kind of hanging out and just hanging out. This way their ad won't be too long. Thank you guys once again for all the support that you've given me today. Oops. Don't need that. And there we go. Faux hands, faux hands, faux hands, faux hands. There we go. There we go. Here. Yes. Little Ninja NFTs. I mean, man, NFTs is such a hot, evil topic. I'm like, you are not the first person today to tell me that I should be doing NFTs. And then I got people all over the place telling me, like, don't be doing NFTs, man. It's the devil. But I'm like, the thing is, so many people want to put money in my pocket for this laundered money, you know, this drug laundering money. They want to put money in my pocket. I'm like, money in my pocket sounds nice. I saw your text, but I didn't actually get to read it yet. Like, I opened it up and I saw that the person was talking about how everyone was wrong about NFTs, but you know, like, it's not that bad, it's not an energy suck, it's not this, it's not that. And I was like, that's cool and all, but yeah, go read the comments. Okay. But just, you know, don't do NFTs. Hey, Google's hanging out in the chat over in YouTube. I'm surprised you're not over in Twitchola. So then your comic will blow up and be worth millions. So don't ask me. What was it, 2 days ago? She had 20,000 followers, and today she has 60. That's a lot of people who just dipped on her. Thunder Keys, don't say, hey Google. I didn't. I said Google. Sorry, I'm still congested. Google. I'm messing with people's stuff. By the way, hey, the Thunder Keys, how's it going? Yeah, Google Doodle, yep. You're right, let me jump on the Twitch. Yay, jumping on the Twitch. Hey! Okay, but so you read everything, so why do you think they're like, all these people, do you think they're leaving not necessarily because she started doing NFTs, but because of the way she went about it? Because when I read like the very beginning of it, it was like, You know, just like, look, you guys are all crazy. It's not that bad. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. You don't know what you're talking about. And it seemed more accusatory than anything else. You know? So it was like, trust your face, because to me it just seemed as though it was like, I'm doing this and now I'm going to show you why it's not bad, and all of you who say it's bad are stupid, and that kind of thing. And so people left. Or do you generally think that they were mad because she started doing NFTs? Because here's the thing, right? And I'm always going to come back to money, because it's this digital thing, right? And we don't know if a lot of people are saying this is the future, which, I mean, you know, I didn't really think that Bitcoin was going to stick around and be as huge as it was. And yet here we are having gas stations telling you can buy Bitcoins at their place. You know, you can buy gas with Bitcoin and all that kind of good stuff. But, you know, is it just a fad, or is it here to stay? But even if you're like, well, it's just a fad, you know, people are gonna lose interest in this, and then it's gonna die away and all that good stuff. But if you were like, yeah, it was a fad, but I made, you know, 60,000, just, you know, on the low end. If you're like, I made 60 grand on this fad, or I made 5,000 off this fad, you know, like, oh no, a bit of everything. Thanks to various artists who got crucified online for doing NFTs and lost to use part of their following. Isn't it because literally not only takes up a heck of a ton of energy, but also is just a glorified receipt and you can't do anything with? Well, yeah. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't buy an NFT. I think that it's kind of dumb. It's just a JPEG, right? Like that's not the question here. Right? The question isn't if I should buy an NFT. The question is, do I scan up my art? Right? Do I scan up my art, especially the stuff that you've already done? Do you scan up your art and then just go, all right, you know, here's an NFT of this, and people are just buying this JPEG online because you can't do anything with it, right? It's like a bragging rights thing. Like, yeah, man, I got the NFT of, you know, Kaiser's first ever Ninja NFT. All right, and then what? Right? It's almost like another form of like, rich people got money, right? Rich people got money and they don't know what to spend it on. But maybe that's me. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I know lots of people have strong opinions on NFTs, and that's very valid. It does do a lot of things, and yet nobody's, you know, those who are all pro NFT don't really have an answer that goes beyond, you know, the norm of what you hear. I did watch something on YouTube where someone was like, you know, it's mostly it's mostly bragging rights that you have this NFT. And they said that the NFTs that do the best, right, are the NFTs that have a story to them. Like the big ones, the ones that go off on auction, like the guy who created Twitter, his first tweet, right? And he made an NFT of the tweet, and it made a quadrillion monies, right? And I'm like, well, I have something that has a story, right? Has won the battle. Oh, what? Whimsy has won. I can't even say that's rigged. Whimsy has won the battle royale. Go you. And now, if you've noticed, if you look at the battlefield, you will notice 3 mods. Google Doodle was my first ever mod. They came to my stream very, very early on, often. So they were made a mod really, really early. Here's the thing. Would you rather lose the majority of your audience you built for years or gain a handful of new ones? Well, depends on what you say, what you're thinking about, right? Because if you look, I don't have 20,000 followers. I don't have 20,000 followers total. So what audience, and this is just, this is just me right now, not, not like anyone else that we're trying to give advice to or anything like that. But I'm like, what audience? Do people know me? Yes. Yes, they do. People do know me, right? Can't even deny that. People do know me. And they know me in the convention circuit, right? But most of the convention people would never know that if I were to do an NFT, they would never know, right? Because I don't know. The audience that I have, supposedly, like my biggest audience right now is the audience on Instagram. My Instagram feed is 3,260, right? Something like that. Out of those 3,000 people, I get a fraction, and I do mean a fraction. Like when I post something, if I get up to 100 likes, that's a good day. 10%, they say you should get 10% of your stuff, right? 10% of the people who follow you should be active on your channels, right? 10%. I have like 0.3. So I don't know if that argument necessarily works for me. I know that if you had an audience, right, and you've built it up and all that stuff, and you're looking at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people, yeah, you got to worry about that. But if you think about it, right, as far as social media goes, for me, out in the world, I actively started pushing for social media awareness last year. So, like, actively going, hey, I'm going to post more often, I'm going to promote it. I'm going to let people know that I have an Instagram page or a YouTube page or Twitch. Like I'll post and go, hey, don't forget, I'm here. If you want to see something, or posting images that link back to, you know what I mean? So it's like, I've only started. The bad part is that I see people who are making like thousands of NFTs, right? And it's like, man, it's a lot of work put in for that. And then I see other people who are like, I did this painting, I did an NFT of this painting, and when I talk to some of them, and then they're talking about, oh yeah, I do paintings for $20,000. You're like, what? And then I do an NFT, and I relatively make that money again. Like, what? Right? And then I go to a convention and struggle to sell a print for $10. Oh no, someone's stealing people again. It's bad. So I mean, I am not even going to lie to you guys. Whatever, like at all. I have not done an NFT. I don't foresee myself doing NFTs. But I have to say that I keep having people coming to me who are like, yeah, man, I'm huge into NFTs and I've been buying NFTs, and you know what you have here would go great and you'd be making a lot of money. It's very tempting. Especially when you're trying to really get something off the ground, like, oh, I don't know, a whole ninja empire maybe, because even it's like you got to pay your friends to do the work that you don't want to too. So, you know, and I'm not single. Just me and my family. So, you know, the money's got to come from somewhere. I've scared everyone away now. It's like now no one's gonna talk to me anymore. How dare you entertain the idea of an NFT? Like, yeah, you know, entertain the idea of lots of things. See, it's gotten so bad that AG's trying to change the subject. I can feel the people who they're like, here's some bits, you're doing a great job. Hey man, give me my money back. How dare you think of NFTs? It's gotten so bad that they won't even answer AG. Man, I really did kill the mood, didn't I? Sorry, AG. Oh, I can tell you something that's new. I went to this place called McKay's in, is it Manassas? I think. Forget where it is exactly, but I think it's Manassas. Right? They take books, they take old books and DVDs and toys and all that kind of stuff, right? So they take these things, they give you store credit or they buy it out and they give you some money and stuff like that. Obviously, you get store credit, you get more, right? And you're like, oh, wow. And it's always tempting because it's like 2 to 3 times more than what you get in cash. So you're like, ooh. But the whole idea is that you're trying to get rid of books and DVDs and stuff like that. So having store credit to go get more books and stuff kind of defeats the purpose. But I had given them some stuff, and there are some things that apparently they can only give store credit to. Like, we can only give store credit to this. And it's like, oh, okay. And so I took the cash, and then obviously with the store credit, I noticed that they had a comic book bin, right? And I was like, all right, let me just check out. And they have a huge section of anime, but the boss was waiting in the car, so, you know, I wasn't trying to peruse through every book and stuff like that. So I was just like, all right, let me look through these comics real quick and see what they got, right? Because I want to see if they have any ninja books, right? Because why not? Let's see what they got. And AG, I saw your comment. I will get back to you. I just wanted to tell this story, right? And so I'm like, hey, you know, let's see what they got. And so they have samurai, right? And I was like, oh snap, I don't know anything about this. But I was like, whatever. But this is the thing that caught me. Bam! There's a book. It's called Ninja. It was like, Ninja. I don't even know who made this book. It was in, let's see, it was $1.80, so it was probably in the 90s. I don't know, right? If it's any good, I might try and get the rights, but I got a couple books. You can't even, like, the logo is so bad. Like, Eternity Comics, I guess? Right? Ninja. 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 Right? And then from Wildstorm, what? Oh, you can Ninja Scroll. What? I was like, okay. Like, okay, Ninja Scroll. Right? I'm like, alright, nice. And then a whole bunch of Ninjak books. And the cool part about this, right? The cool part about it, 50 cents a book. I was like, come on, man. Ninja Domination wrote those, you know what? Probably. So, my treasure hunt. My hunt to find just random ninja stuff was definitely a success this time. Can't wait to like read Ninja. Just, that's the name of the book, Ninja. In terms of NFTs, what's stuck is that some people just snatch images and just make them into... Yeah, no, it's hurtful. Don't get me wrong, right? I get it. There have been a lot of people who have said that they, you know, people have contacted them about their NFTs and stuff like that, and they're like, I didn't do any NFTs. I've heard of companies who people have done work for, right? Companies that people have done work for, and then all of a sudden they have NFTs, right? They're like, hey, I see that you're doing NFTs. You know, are you doing any on your own and whatnot? And you're like, what are you talking about? And they're like, oh, well, this company here, they have... You okay there? What happened? Okay. They're like, yeah, man, this company's selling NFTs and it's your work, right? And they send a link and you're like, yep, that's mine. And then the company's not even, you know, they're like, well, you already got paid. And this is for like sketch card people, so it's like, you got paid $3 and we now own this image, so we're gonna make NFTs out of it, which is, you know, it's another way that that's kind of shisty, right? And I get that. I get all that. Just saying. I don't know. Just. Plus, to be honest, I'm going for a different. I'm gonna go for a different kind of, not necessarily scam, but that whole like mystery ball resin figures, you know, the small ones that people get out of the machine at conventions. Yeah, I think that's more so where my heart would be. Because I think that's more ethical, you know? because you're not really cheating anybody, right? It's just like, hey, you know, you have a chance to get this. If you find the red one, you'll get this. Oh, by the way, there's X amount of these for you to collect. So plus I like the idea of toys and collectibles, so I mean, I know I just said toys and collectibles, and I'm pretty sure someone who does NFTs is like, NFTs are collectibles. So anyway, scared single digit into lurking. I heard that NFT gives you access to certain stuff don't have, that makes some. No, it doesn't give you access to anything. The only thing is you have rights. The only rights you have is to that particular image. That's it. And it's not rights you can really do anything with. It's just, here, look, I have it. I am the owner of this NFT. So it's weird. I'd say that's the big thing. Like, it's weird, and I don't understand it. And people who are all over it have yet to give me an actual clear understanding of what the heck it is. And I think the reason why I'm always so interested in it is because, you know, I'm trying to teach, I'm still trying to teach students on how to make money, right, as artists. And this is something that's out there that I can't give proper and accurate information about. And that's what's killing me right now. You know, I can talk about pitching, I can talk about art, I can talk about, you know, dealing with, you know, other agents and stuff like that. I can talk about all that because I've done it, right? I have that knowledge, or I know someone directly who has done it, and I can be like, hey, you know, talk to me about this, that, and the other thing. But with this, I have no clue, and I hate being in the dark. Right? When it comes to stuff like this, I'm like, man, I hate not knowing. Because right now, so much of it is opinionated. Right? It's still so new that we don't necessarily have all the data, or enough data. Die. Yeah, I'm sorry I scared you off into lurk mode, man. Didn't mean it. That's swear. I swear. Sorry. Oh, nice. You finished? You finished it. Well, didn't you already have that finished? Or were you just, you know, forever tweaking it, being the perfectionist that you are? Because I thought you had that gun done already. Oh, okay. Oops. Pushing that all the way out. Oh, okay. There you go. Give you predictability for the next, like, hour or so. So, Kia, you going to HBCU Con? They actually here? I don't know. The boss is probably one of the true ninjas. Here and then not here. So I'm not gonna say yes, I'm not gonna say no. Yeah, he talked to me, I don't know, a couple days ago. So I am there. Interested to see how this convention is going to present itself. Fred Lincon, you're gonna have to tell me how that is, because I will be not there. Like I said, I'm gonna be at Planet Comic Con. Hanging out with Freddie Williams II. Okay, I'll make sure to tell him that. He was on stream once. He was live streaming. And I talked to him about the fact that we had watched whatever the cop movie was. Time Cop, Space Cop, whatever. And I was like, man, you were my favorite actor in that movie. I was like, you were the best. Some of the best acting I've seen in a long time. I don't think he believed me though. Space Cop. Best restaurant patron ever. Space Cop. Really? Or are you just making stuff up? That's wild. That is absolutely crazy sauce. Sorry. Look at that. Look at how it's coming together. It's coming together. Oh, really? That's awesome. I'm actually kind of sad that I wasn't able to get out to Freddy's house sooner, because they used to be in this huge house, and they had this like separate studio, and it was ginormous, absolutely huge. And I was like, oh my goodness, I want to see the studio so bad, because they would post pictures of it, and you're just like, what is this magical place? And now they've moved into a house that actually, you know, is better suited for them. So I'm still interested in their studio, right? Because I'm pretty sure it's going to be amazing. Yeah, the barn studio. I think it was just the entire upstairs was their studio. So, and I missed out on it because of COVID. So mad. COVID screwed up a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff for me. I mean, it screwed up a lot of stuff for a lot of people. But I had plans, man. That stuff was supposed to happen. It didn't. Right. It didn't. It didn't. Where are my pages at? Yeah. So that's up there. And then this is this one? And then there's another one back here that encompasses the whole thing, which is that one right there. Right? Gotta try and match the backgrounds. You know what I mean? Make sure we match the background. Matching the backgrounds, okay. So most of this is black anyway. Alright, which is good because I'm just trying to. Is that, so he stood up, so we're looking at. That's what a knot is. Okay, so that's where the knot is. Like so. That's just a pretty basic shadow here, and then big open shadow, and it comes like so. Consistency. That's what we're promoting right now. Or at least trying to. All right, we got super silent, so what's everyone working on? That's generally what happens, right? Darkness. But then everything else from there, because there is, okay. Still working on portfolio, okay? Because there is, this comes out, up, and like that, yes? And then from that, out of here, something like that. That. Yeah. To here. Here. And up. And this comes down into here. Like so. And that comes up. Over. And then the rest of that is black. Okay. Still working on portfolio. Single digit's the only one. Everyone else is falling asleep. And then parfait time, okay. Sounds good. I don't even know what's going on over here. So that's that. That's just black. Just all there's to that. Like that's just black. So probably. Sorry, it sucks. Alright, we can move you now. Put you over here. Yep, I hear that. I was just recently looking at my website going, man, I haven't updated this in forever. So, AJ, you're saying you need to put together a portfolio. To who? Right? Because a lot of people who put portfolios together, they're not thinking of of a company that they want to work for. Now, that can just be for your own company, right? Like, all right, I want to be able to promote this, which is fine, right? Absolutely fine. But you have to have some company in mind when you're like, I'm gonna make a portfolio, right? Even if it's your own company, then it's like, okay, well, what's my company trying to represent? You know, what would they want from someone who is applying to them? So always have some company in mind, because it will dictate the way your portfolio looks. $30 minutes. 30 minutes. Remodeling 3D printing. Well, that makes sense. Especially when you show them, you know, when you can show that your models are 3D print ready. I think that's a huge thing. Least favorite. Filling in all this black. So, we're going to use a different technique. Use those fine art skills so I don't have to, I'm not trying to destroy my hand. Sorry, covering up the camera. Keep forgetting just how wide the 11x17s are. So. And just to make the middle just a little darker. Here we go, we're covering it again. No, see, you don't need them, you want them. Huge difference. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sometimes you just have to indulge yourself. Sometimes you just have to indulge yourself. This is my fault? How is it my fault? Marker rehab. Oops. They get so mean to each other. Ah. Ah. You drive a manual. I used to, but then I sold the car because I didn't need it anymore. But I prefer to drive a manual. actually. But in the States, they're so hard to come by. It's almost like you got a special order manual. Yep. I mean, honestly, when I was teaching Andrew, it was, hey, we're gonna drive in first, right? You gotta get in first. And the bad part is like you gotta worry about them dropping your clutch because they don't understand the gears, right? And one thing that I did was I would be in the driver's seat and I'd go, look, you gotta listen, right? Explaining to them to get behind the wheel. True, but it's like when the engine revs and when you're supposed to change into first, from first to second and stuff, you demonstrate, and you're just like, hey, here you can feel it, right? You can feel when it's about to turn, you can feel it, and as things are happening, you got to tell them what's going on. Like, this is what's happening, okay? And then, like Bakia said, you got to put them behind the wheel, right? And the car's gonna die, right? And it's gonna die often. And that's why I'm like, look, you got to worry about your transmission or your clutch, because you're probably going to drop the clutch is probably going to drop out. Because, yeah. It's like, yeah. I mean, I can see that. I really can. I really can. Like, I understand that, going, you know what? The dead stop is it is hard, right? Trying to get them to learn from that spot. Like, how do you get it into gear? But I would teach them on a hill, honestly, until they got used to it, right? Because going from a dead stop to in gear is really hard. But if you put them on a hill, right? You put them on a hill and you're just like, all right, and you pretty much say, let it go, right? Just let the car roll. Put it in neutral, let the car roll, and then at that point the car is moving. And they can get used to going from neutral to, to shifting in the first gear. Once they're comfortable with that, then I would be like, all right, cool. Now that you know how it feels, where stuff goes and stuff like that, then you can come in and say, all right, now we're gonna do it at a complete stop. Now try it. So. But, everyone does it differently. Too much work. I can see that. Yep, I agree. If I need to drop gears, or if I need to stay in a lower gear, I can. Right? When they want you to go 2 miles an hour. What's up, calculus? Right? When they want you to drive 2 miles an hour up a hill incline of like 70, and your car is in a higher gear, and you're just like, I really want to try and get up this hill. You can drop it into a lower gear, right? No problems whatsoever. Can't necessarily do that with an automatic, right? You gotta let the computer go, oh, this is what we want, this is what we're doing. Oh, okay. Just kind of a pain in the butt. So what's up, calculator? What are you doing? Calculus, what you doing? The car teaching, it makes sense. I mean, I can completely understand that too. Especially, I mean, and the thing is that if you're going to teach someone, you have to take you out of it. Right? Like, if you get super frustrated really easy about people not getting something that you've already, you've like, I know how to do this, why can't you do this? Then you don't want to teach in a stick shift. Because you'll get frustrated, which they will then pick up on, and then you're like, oh dude, this really sucks, and you suck, and blah 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 blah. Right? And it just becomes a problem. And who needs that? Like, who needs that stress? Your pencils are really tight. Oh, thanks, man. I'm trying. Here's the other page we finished. Really trying to knock these pages out. I think we're on I mean, this one's almost done as far as the pencils go. We've got 13 minutes left, so that's cool. Right? I'm not, because I got to do all these heavy shadows and stuff, I'm obviously not gonna finish, but I'm just saying, it's like, it's almost done. The hard part's done, getting all these, these spot blacks. And yes, I know I could cheat, right, and just kind of mark it out and then put an X in it, but I don't know. Since I'm not inking over these, right, I'm doing the inks digitally, it leaves the pencils alone. I just feel as though I should take the time and effort to fill that in. I'm hoping that with Kickstarter, we can release pencils version. You have a book you work on? This is my own book right now. I've done a lot of work. I've done a lot of work for Marvel and DC. Production stuff mostly. But I've always been in a different role when it comes to comics. Like, I've been the colorist, I've been the inker. Just hilarious. For as much as I hate inking, the fact that I was an inker for someone else is hilarious to me. Oh man, Google comes in as moderator, and look at that. How did you already rope her in to being, you know, someone who cheats for you? I have not worked for Dark Horse. I have done a project with IDW. But this is the first time that I've actually wanted to do my own comic. Like, you know, I've always wanted to. You're like, oh man, and I've always started. Have like 2-3 pages, right? I've done more pages, more pencil pages in the past, what were we saying, past month, than I probably have in my entire career. Which is kind of funny and sad all at the same time. Working in comics for so long, and yeah, always considered myself a penciler, and I've done everything under the sun except for doing pencils. Like, I actually don't have a pencil credit under my name. So, figured I'd do my own book, because I don't want to do any submissions. Plus, I want to work on my, over the years working, right? I've drawn my childhood dream. I've been drawing stuff from Marvel and doing X-Men stuff, and it's all nice and fun. But after a while, you're like, man, I'd really want to do something else with the X-Men, or I just don't want to draw the X-Men at all, right? Like, if I don't ever have to draw Wolverine again, I'll be set. I'll be straight. Like, could care less, right? So you know, it was time. It was time to do my own book, and now I have to say I love the idea of working on this book to where anytime I'm not, I'm kind of upset. So I think this is going to be a really great project to work on. I'm super excited. Done a whole lot of character designs for it. Right? Soon we're going to do character designs for the world. Any advice for a 15-year-old penciler, inker? Decide which one you want to be. If you want to be a penciler, go be a penciler. Focus on penciling. If you want to be an inker, focus on that. Don't try and do both. The only reason why you have to do both is when you're doing your own book and you don't have money to pay someone else to do the inks or the colors for you. But to be honest, the best thing you can do is focus on one, because then you'll dedicate your time to perfecting that craft, right? And another thing, digital, yeah, it's a learning experience for both of us. You with pencils, me with digital, yeah. If you're doing pencils, you have to know how to draw pretty much everything. So, life drawing. You should be drawing all the time. Like when you're on the bus, when you're penciling. I do inking when I need money. That makes sense. Not even gonna lie to you there. That makes a lot of sense. But like anytime you're idle, right? Like if you're 15, so when you're in school, right? And it's like, hey, they give you that free period or something like that. Or if the advice is for someone else, you know, like anytime you're free, like You know, your family makes you watch some type of video or something, draw your family, right? Draw the things you hate. If you hate feet, draw feet. You hate hands, draw hands, right? Because the only way you're gonna get better is by drawing the things that you absolutely can't stand. And draw all the time, like all the time, all the time. And then once you get to the point where you're like, you know what, I'm good. And if you want to work for Dark Horse, Marvel, whichever one, right? Your portfolio should reflect where you want to work, right? And you can be, I still refuse to draw faces. You can have a general portfolio, right? A bunch of my school, nice. If you are trying to do it, like if I was to show them my book, right? And I'm like, here's the pages that I've done for my book and all that stuff. They can see your storytelling and they can be like, all right, your anatomy's cool, your storytelling's cool, all right, cool, but can you draw Wolverine, right? Can you draw, I hate feeling honor. True, I mean, I can see that. A lot of people started with Rob Liefeld because it was like, haha, awesome. And then I hate feet in honor of Rob. Okay, I hate. Don't hate him for him, man. He made his billions. I mean, I know they're millions, but he's made his money. You ain't gotta worry about him. But as I was saying, you know, if you draw your own book and then you submit that and people are like, wow, this is really good, we really like your work, they're gonna send you an art test, right? They're gonna tell you, here's a script, draw this script, right? Or in the case of one of my former students, here are 5 scripts, right? And let me tell you something, if Marvel or DC or anybody decides to give you 5 scripts, you better do all 5 scripts. And the reason is because that editor is going, this person's talented, we don't know where the best place to put them is, so we're gonna give them all the scripts so that we can find out how, you know, where they'll fit. And so you better draw all 5, right? Like, that's just all there is to that. Liefeld is a personal hero. Okay. You'd have to be a little bit more specific for that, because there's going to be a lot of people in the Twitch chat who might have something to say. But I respect Liefeld as a businessman. He's you can't say comics without thinking of Rob Liefeld. So one way or the other, good, bad, indifferent, doesn't matter. Rob Liefeld is always there. Apprentice how to draw a PS3 controller for a commission I'm working on. Nice. How much time we got? 3 minutes left. Oh, okay. I guess we'll just draw some eyeballs or something. Or we'll just draw this mask. Mid-50s Liefeld? Okay. Okay. You're talking about older Liefeld. Liefeld who's made his mistakes and hopefully learned from them. That Liefeld. Got it. Words over Liefeld. See, I told you, like, you might not be able to see it over on YouTube, but we had someone who was like, we need to talk about this worship you have for Rob Liefeld. I told you, I'm like, there's some people over in the Discord chat. I mean, the Discord, the Twitch chat that might have words. Bam. I'm out, everyone. Y'all have a good night. All right, AG. Ben Bishop. Okay. Okay. All right, AG, man. Thanks for coming through, hanging out. Almost getting us to that hype train. Thank you so very much. Look, just so you can see, we're almost done. Almost done. Like, I'm not about to kill myself because time's up. So... got it. Here's all that has to happen for this page to be done. Gotta pencil, get in the swords here. His dreads, braid dreads. We don't know what we're calling them yet. That, and then put in his tattoo, and this one's done. And this page is done. That brings us one page closer to getting that source book together. Yeah. This is good. I mean, we're missing one page. Right? Anger eyes. And then, I mean, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4? I mean, look, we've already done 6 pages. That's awesome. I mean, that's freaking awesome. I mean, had to skip though, right? Page 1, page 2, right? 1, 2, and then we go from page 1 and 2, and then we jump to page 36, 37, right? 37, and we're missing 38, so 38's the next one we're gonna draw. 39, 40. 6 pages down, 10 books to go. You ain't lying. Alright though. But thank you guys so very much. It's been awesome. Thank you for all the bits. Thanks for all the subs. Thanks for coming through on YouTube. Google, thanks for stopping by and being another moderator and showing how much the Mod Squad cheats. But thank you guys so very much. I'll see you on Wednesday. We will be drawing another page because I will have this one done. And we'll be drawing another page, and hopefully we can get a lot closer. It'll be done, and then we can just work on the colors and get this book out, right? So we can have something new for AwesomeCon. All right, thank you guys so very much, and remember, born a ninja, die a ninja. All right, I will see you guys on Wednesday. See ya.
The Ninja Empire is supreme, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.